What's up YouTube and all you sexy buddy fighters? Oh my gosh guys, today I have a very special guest with me. It is the world champion Sean from BCS 2019, is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hi
correct.
guys.
So we actually clashed it out in Japan and he took the win from me. Today I'll get my revenge. And to keep things interesting, the loser will have to buy the winner one pack of his choice. One pack of Destiny, guys.
Yes, one pack of this.
Alright, let's go. Raise the flag. Fear the return of the Impact Monster Super Warrior.
My triple body will
Crush you! Oh no! Let's roll the dice and leave it to technology. Come on! Ah, shit. Okay,
I
Sean
will go
goes first. Alright. Okay, let's go.
First, draw. Charge and draw.
Alright. So I'm using the brand new cards from SUB05 Buddy again. Let's see if we can fight the power of the legend Horus. Okay.
I'll set Juta Run. Activate the effect of Juta Run. I will drop Juta Lash.
Okay.
Pay 1 gauge. Let's draw 2 cards. Then effect. Gauge 2.
Oh, setting out your advantage immediately.
Now pay 1 gauge. I will equip Paratic Throne.
Alright.
Okay. Now activate the effect. Check the top 5 cards of my deck.
Okay.
Add Durek. The rest go to the bottom of my deck.
Durek.
I shall cast Lihana Lebak. Pay 1 gauge, gain 1 life, and I draw 2 cards.
Okay. So much draw power.
Then I will call Durek. I'll activate Durek effect. I will drop Juta Lash. I check the top 5 card of my deck. Can add 1 Legend Dragon and up to 1 Dragon. I will add Fear Aharaman. The rest go to the bottom of my deck.
Okay.
Juta Lash effect activate. Gauge 2. Add to my hand. Next, I shall cast Deju Mao. I search my deck for up to 2 body. And then add it to my hand.
No, you have all the pieces of the legend
Search
dragons.
for Magma Horus and Frieza Horus. And since I've added 2 or more to my hand, drop Durek.
I remember how fun it was playing legend dragons.
Yes.
I missed the leg.
Call to the center.
No!
Voltic Ra.
Alright.
2 gauge.
Okay.
And Buddy Call. Voltic Ra effect. Or Buddy Call Frieza Horus. Gain 1 life, so there's 2. Frieza Horus effect. I'll call Magma Horus.
Alright.
Gain 1 life.
Triple buddy system.
Yes. And then Magma Horus effect. When this card is being called by effect of Frieza Horus,
Alright.
I can bomb. I can destroy up to 2 cards, and then I'll draw 2.
Alright.
I'll cast Kafa Raba. Okay, this card can only be activated when I have a king item equipped. Now 2 or more Legend Dragon monsters on the field. I gauge 2, gain 2 life, and draw 2.
Certainly does not feel fun on the other side of the playmat.
Next, I will cast Fail Arahaman. I will gain 2 life because I control 2 or more Dragon with different name. And then I check the top 3 cards of my deck.
Nani? 18 life on the first turn?
Add 1 card to my hand, and the rest to the gauge. Now I will commence the battle phase.
Alright,
At-
go!
At the start of my battle phase, Magma Horus effect activate. If I have Frieza Horus on the field, all my Dragon gain triple attack. Ra passive effect, as long as this card is in the center, all my Dragon gain 1 crit.
Oh no!
So I'll attack you for 3 critical.
I'll take it. On a big life difference.
And then I'll pass my turn. It's your move.
Alright, now I'll show you the power of the Impact Monsters. Draw! Charge and draw. Right, battle phase.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do anything during the battle phase. I'll proceed to the final phase.
Oh no.
Impact Call! Mirror Hero J Gem Clone Origin Cloak, my brand new Impact Monster. By paying 2 gauge, I'll Impact transform into him. And Buddy Call. Alright, I'll proceed. Gem Clone, attack the center.
Okay, I'll cast Retainer Shield, gain 1 life, and nullify your attack.
Okay.
Then if I have a Dragon for both left and my right, I can discard 1 card.
Alright, I'll counter to your Retainer Shield. I'll cast Mirror Effect, 2 draw extra. I'll pay 1 gauge and I'll draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Proceed.
I discard Juta Lash, Retainer Shield will add back to hand. And
Okay.
then Juta Lash effect, I'll gauge 2.
Alright. So I cannot be stand by card effects, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Ra
the power of
passive
the Ra.
effect. Opponent cards cannot be standby card effects.
Okay. Next, I will use Gem Clone's ability. So Gem Clone allow me to Impact Transform 1 more time during this turn. I'll Impact Transform Mirror Hero Iron Iron's Formula. When this card enters the field, I may drop a Super Warrior from my hand. If I do, I'll charge 2 gauge and I'll draw 2 cards. Draw! And then when I discard Brazier Frill, I'll get a charge and draw. Yes, I'm gaining back my resources. Behind us, I'll attack the center, rah! For 15k power.
I will cast again, Retainer Shield.
Alright.
Paying 1 life, I nullify your attack. And then I will drop Freezer Horus. And discard back to my hand.
Then I will counter to that effect. I'll use Mirror Effect, Reject Flash. I'll put the top 2 cards on my deck into the gauge. And I'll call to 1 impact monster. Call! Mirror Hero, Guy Grander Kick. And then Reject Flash, second effect is if I call, I may draw 2 cards. That's the power of the impact monsters with everything is under counter effect.
Oh no!
Guy Grander's effect. When this card enters the field, I can chop the top 5 cards on my deck and up to 1 size 3 impact monster. Do you like the response? What you gonna do, world champion?
Alright, I have no response to that card.
Alright, I use the effect. Check the top 5 cards. Alright, I don't have any cards, but it does not matter as long as I get all my resources. Next, Guy Grander, attack the center!
I will nullify the attack and cast Retainer Shield. Paying 1 life, and nullify the attack.
Alright,
And then
okay.
I will drop Tana Bilusi and add this card back to my hand.
Alright, I counter! Mirror effect, finish road extra! All these counters. Alright, so I pay 1 gauge. I can add up to 1 size 2 an impact monster from my deck into my hand. I'll add Rampage Blaster.
Oh no!
Yes. World champion, I'm here for revenge. Next, I'll use this spell. Mirror effect, assemble hero. Alright, so I'll use the first effect. For this turn, all super warriors on my field cannot be destroyed. Rest and their abilities cannot be nullified by my opponent. Card effect.
Okay, I'll counter my winning card, Breton Guard.
Oh no!
By paying 2 gauge, I nullify the spell that you cast.
Alright, oh no. Next, our Hisatsu call! Mirror Hero, Rampage Sonic Blaster Knuckle by paying 1 gauge.
And then, before you attack,
Alright,
I will cast the Grand Guidance Kifu. I shall rest Rampage Blaster.
oh
Paying
no,
1
Rampage
gauge
Blaster!
and 1 life. And then you can't withstand. Ha 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 ha.
No. Alright, I have no choice. I will counter to your spell. I will use Mirror Effect, Finish Road Extra. By paying 1 gauge, I'll call an impact monsters
Size 2 or less.
size 2 or less without any call cards. I'll call Mirror Hero, Guy Grander Kick, and Guy Grander Kick effect. I check top 5. Alright, again, there's nothing. Where's my impact monsters? Doesn't matter. Guy Grander, I'll attack the center again.
I will counter with Retainer Shield again.
Alright.
Paying 1 life, I nullify your attack. This time, I will add it back to my hand.
Alright. Oh no, even with all these attacks, it's not enough to bring down the Legend Dragons? What? Alright, so at the end of the turn, I will return this impact monster to my hand. Alright, it's your move.
Alright, draw. And I will charge and draw. It's time for me to kill you. Heraldic Throne effect activate. Rest this card, check the top 5 cards on my deck. I can add 1 Legend Dragon monster to my hand.
Okay, I'll counter to that effect. I will call my impact monster, Ainder's Formula. When this card enters the field, I may drop a Super Warrior and the skill effect, I can charge 2 gauge. And I'll draw 2 cards.
I shall add Magma Horus. The rest
Okay.
to the bottom of my deck.
Oh, Magma Horus!
Next, I shall use my set spell effect, dropping Magma Horus, paying 1 gauge. Get to draw 2 cards. Next, I shall cast Our Chronocation.
Alright.
I activate the first effect, which is to put the king item from my deck to my hand. Is Future Force
No!
DGX.
Ah, shit. SP!
I will sack away Heraldic Throne and equip Future Force DGX. This card can be equipped if I have 3 Dragots on the field. My Ra passive effect not only affects the Dragot on my field,
What?
but my king have +1 critical. So this is 21k and 3 critical with triple attack.
Nani kure?
Okay, now I shall start my battle phase. Magma Horus effect activates.
Oh
When I have
no.
Frieza Horus on the field, all my Dragot gain triple attack.
Here it comes!
I will triple link your center for
No.
9 criticals.
9 criticals? Now I'll cast Mirror Effect, Assist Guard. Alright, so nullify the attack. If I'm impact transform into a card, put the top card of my deck and gain a life and draw a card. Charge 1, gain 1 life and draw 1 card. Draw.
Now, please stand. Now I tripling you for 9 damage again.
Oh no! I'll cast again! Mirror effect assist gun! Yes, I'm surviving slowly. Gain a life, charge a gauge, and draw a card.
Okay, now I'll restand again. Now, my 3 buddies plus my item Future Force DGX quad link your center for 12 critical.
I will use Mirror effect, Mirror shield. So, I'll nullify the attack. If I attack 3 or more times, I'll end your phase.
No.
I can do.
I can go to my final phase. And then I'll end my turn.
Alright, Legend Horrors, it's time for you to meet your makers. Return to your grave where you belong. Return this card to my hand. My turn. Draw. Charge and draw. Alright, I'll proceed to the battle phase.
I'll cast the Grand Guidance Kifu.
Alright.
Paying 1 gauge and 1 life. I shall rest these 2 cards on the field.
Casto! Mirror effect. Assemble heroes.
Oh no!
So all my cards cannot be rested, abilities can nullify, and it can be destroyed. Now, Zetta, I'll attack the center.
Okay, I have nothing to defend my horse.
Alright.
Go.
Okay. Zetta, attack the center for 3 criticals.
I'll take it.
Ding ding ding. The fall of the Legend Dragons. Triple attack.
Okay, I'll take it.
Ding ding ding. Then I will use Impact Transform. Ein's formula. So I'll discard a card from my hand. I get to charge 2 gauge. I'll disgage all these resources. Then I'll cast Mirror Effect, 2 draw extra. So I'll pay 1 gauge. If I'm transformed into 2 or more, I draw 2 cards, gain 2 life, and I'll deal 2 damage to you. Alright, this might be a chance I have Buddy Block. Alright, go my impact monsters. Link attack to the fighter.
I'll take the damage.
Oh yes. Okay, good game. Alright, Sean, so that was a great game. So what do you think of Legend Dragons in the current meta right now?
Right now I feel that Legend Dragon is still kind of strong.
Yes, the advantage is still very big.
Yeah, but it's just that in a way you have to get your cards as fast as possible.
Correct.
And try to like block our previous game, like just now how we play, like you have to try to block the rush and defend yourself and make sure that you have a next turn follow-up play. Sadly, I didn't manage to draw until my filter cards to let me filter more and the draw power. Yeah, so I feel that that's the downside of the deck because like you can set up your board, then after that like you have to try to manage your resources properly lah. Like now for all the current decks, it's actually like their resource is actually like every turn they have follow up and it's not once per turn. Whereas for Legend Dragon, most of the stuff is once per turn. Yeah, so that's the down part of the deck.
That's right.
But overall, I still feel that Horus still has a chance to fight against other decks. Just that you have to see how well is your opening and how you set up your board preference.
Correct.
Yeah.
Actually, just now in the earlier part, when you went first, right? Sean actually, he actually gained a lot of resources, and I almost couldn't do anything. It was like towards my final few cards where I actually managed to gain back my momentum and start drawing into all my impact monsters.
Yes, correct.
So Legend Dragon is still, I would say, it's still one of the scariest deck to face out there. With the toolbox of having to nullify all your opponent monsters. You know, you have a spell now, you can return them, you can rest them, and they cannot stand my card effect. It's definitely one of the best decks out there.
This card is actually quite good already. You just have to learn how to at least survive.
Correct.
Yeah, because this is both a defender and an attacker. So you have to see how well, like I say, you have to see how well you manage to do your stuff.
Even just now when I bombard him with all my impact monsters, right, he still managed to survive the entire turn. If he would able to rush me entirely just now, if he would, okay, Sean, just now if you have a spell now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have lost that.
Yeah,
right?
you have lost
100%. I was thinking, oh no, I don't have an extra shield. Lucky I casted a spell. There's no spell now, and then
correct.
I went on to take a
The spell now was in the gauge.
Oh wow. Right. So you see guys, it's still very close. It's a very close game. And for the impact and for the Zetta, right, I think right now it's definitely, it puts Zetta at the top few decks in the meta.
Correct.
If you see, because all their impact calls, right, is during the final phase. You can actually skip all the opponent threats during the main phase.
Yeah, main phase, battle phase.
Correct. And with all the draw power, like 2 draw extra, and
the
everything.
future,
Correct.
Einder plus Blazer Field.
Yes.
And then you can combo with the Blazer Field and Mask Vintage.
Correct. There's so many different combos and so many different ways you can play. As you can even during your next turn, right, you can even impact call twice.
Correct.
And with all the stuff to allows you to call from your drop zone, there's actually like unlimited numbers of calls you can call for impact monster and rush opponent down.
Yeah,
it's
like,
really insane.
even though like this deck you can only impact call one, like normal impact call one time.
Correct.
But then like you have spells like Reject Flash to actually like help you gain the call, or you can have like the Blazer Field Mask Vintage.
Correct.
Like you bounce back up the card, then after that you can call the monster again. And especially the Rampage Blaster is actually a very strong matchup against most of the decks, because opponent can't counter. And then like if opponent has no monster, it's actually like just attack you for 6 criticals, which is actually quite a strong card for double R. Yeah.
So right now there's actually so many different decks to play. You know, you can actually play almost anything. And with the next set coming out, there's actually going to have
more decks.
Yeah, they're going to boost all the old decks right back up to the top tier again.
Yeah, correct.
Alright, Sean, let's go and get my pack of my choice.
Alright.
Alright guys, it's time to Buddyfight. One pack, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So any pack also can. EB also can. Got Blazing Overclash not? I like Blazing Overclash.
Buy the whole box.
Yo, Blazing Overclash one.
Zetta one is which one?
Zetta is...
This one.
Okay lah, take the Zetta one lah.
Which one?
Middle or anything. Woo! Okay guys. So let's see what do we get. Wow, spell now.
Commando?
Another poet. Grander Kick, and we have...
Hey, Sean, I have to take...
Oi! Triple rare!